Hello, today we will learn what are the options are available in a graphical view. Okay. Let me select the data builder. Okay, so let me minimize the navigation bar. Go to the views tab under data builder. Here you can select a new graphical view. We will see what are the options are available and how we can use the graphical calculation view options. Okay. Now I'm going to the repository tab and we have the sources tab, but I'm going to the repository tab. Okay. Here I can use already created tables. So for example, I can say salesperson, sales details. Yes. So I will take a sales order details here. So sales order details here and minimize it. And if you see, let me save it first. It's a direct one-to-one. Okay, now sales order details view means that a graphical view. So I'm saving this one. Okay, let me okay deploy it. Deploy is nothing but activate. After deploy, you can see the data preview. Okay, it takes some time. Here we can see the notification post deployment. The backend, the deployment process is ongoing. Now see, you can see the deployment of the sales order details view was successful, and here also you can see the same message. Here it. Okay, now let me see the data preview. So if you see data preview, by default it is selecting whole thing, but if you want to select either the source or target, then it will display the data. Is there right? Order ID, product ID, location ID. Okay, good. So now if you see here, we have multiple options are available. The first option is filter. Second one is rename or exclude columns. We can exclude columns from the selection, or we can rename the columns. We will do that one. And third one is calculate columns. We can create a calculate columns, additional columns. And another one is aggregation. If you want to do some aggregation, yes, we can do it. Another one is join suggestion. Okay. Other one is preview data. So here we can see the preview data. Preview data, I think it's fine. So another one is lineage, and here is open editor. So okay, now let me apply a filter. Before that, let me see the data. What kind of data is available? Then based on that, we will apply filter. Okay. Okay, let me select the source. Okay, if you see here, and we will apply filter on dates or salesperson. Yes, I'm selecting the salesperson ID, copy it, and then close this one and click on filter. Now its filter is open. Go to the details. Here we can apply filter. We can give some name, filter on salesperson, a meaningful name. Then we can see, I can understand easily. Okay, now you can maximize this window here by clicking here. You can see all the functions are available. Here you can see string functions, numeric function, date, time. Okay. Okay, so the filter on columns we will apply. See, here we have functions tab. We can see all the functions, and we have string function, numeric, date, time. If you select string, only string functions will display here. And if you want numeric functions and date, time, similarly miscellaneous and security, full text, and data type conversions. Do the conversions also, but we are not applying any functions here. We are applying filter on the columns. Okay. So salesperson ID. Alright. Okay. Let me check it. Salesperson ID. Filter if it is empty. Condition of filter. Salesperson ID equal to I'm just copied, so I'm pasting that. Validate it. I think there is no issues. So here you can see validation message, nothing. Okay, let's minimize this one. Okay, and adjust here. Okay, and if okay, if you select, okay, this is I will change it to analytic data set. So, right, and here, what is this? Okay, I understand that. So at least one measure should be available if you select this order ID, product ID, person ID. Here we have, right? So right click here, change to measure. Similarly, go to the price. Select here, change to measure. Okay. If you see, right click here and you can see a lot of options are available. See, this is not a measure because this is a alphabet, so that's why it's the change to measure is disabled. And semantic type, set as key, you can set as keys, hide in story, and add text association. Okay, we'll see that one later. So I change it analytics data set and we applied filter. Okay, and here you have an option like expose for consumption. If you click this one, expose for consumption, then it will available for analytics cloud or the third party front end tools like Tableau, analysis office, like this. Run in analytic mode, yes, so you can set that one as. Okay. And attributes are there, the name is there. We change semantic data usage, semantic usage like relational data set, dimensional, like text hierarchy, attributes, input parameters. If you want, we can create input parameters later. Let's see, we'll create later. And persistence, association I think we for joins, and data access control, business purpose, and dependent objects. I think we said, I think where used nothing. If we create this view and somewhere we use this view, then it will display here. Okay. Now I think everything looks good. Let me save this one and deploy it. So I'm waiting for the deployment completion. Yes, now it's completed. Now let me check data preview. Select the target. Here, if you see here, all EMP1017 are there. Whatever records, so three records are there, but all are same employee ID. Now I'm selecting this one data preview source. This is how we can compare easily. Here we can see employee 1023 also is there. 1023, 1023, any other employee? Yes, 24, 21, 22, 12. There are many yeah, salesperson IDs, but we selected only 1017. Okay, so this is how we can apply filter. Now, see, already we apply filter. Okay, now it's not showing up here. Here, okay, here we can see that same rename the calculate column and aggregation. Here also the same rename, calculate column, aggregation, and join suggestion. So if you have something, so now we can go to the rename and exclude column. Here now it is showing here. Again, you select here details tab. So you can see I can rename exclude. Okay, see how we can rename it. Here if you select order ID, change name, I'm changing order number. Order number. Rename it. Changed it, right? Now I renamed it. And what is the other option? Exclude. For example, I don't want one thing. So location ID, product ID, manager ID, price. So something if you don't want like I think we need all of them. But yes. So for example, product ID. Okay, product ID exclude. It will not show. Then apply it. Before it was showing the product ID, now it will not show you. I'm waiting for the deployment. Yes, now it's deployed. Let's clear the message and check the data preview. Minimize this and minimize this one and select the target table, and you can see only order number, location ID, customer ID, but there is no product ID. But if you see here data preview source, we can see product ID as well. Here order ID, product ID, but in the target we included that product ID. So this is how we can apply the exclude. Now what is next? Calculate column. So we can create a calculate column. Okay, now select this one, calculate column tab, and here, and this is calculate column. That is one. It's okay. It like that. How we can create a calculate column? So here we have like a plus button. If you see here, like hide unmodified columns and initial order, like I can set it that one. Now I'm going to create a. You have two types of calculate columns. One is calculate column and currency conversion column. Also, we can create it. But currency conversion columns, because we don't have enough the tables, the ticker tables, so we will do that one in next session. But I will create a calculate column. Okay, in calculate column, you can create a attribute and measure as well. Okay, so here calculate column, I will give like a total amount and type is decimal. I can say decimal column comma 2 and expression. I'm expanding this one, then it's easy to write the scale. Okay, and here columns I can select measures, price and quantity. So I can write like price, okay, why invalid, why is not coming, quantity, okay, into price, I'll let it, yes, so it become green, so that is correct. This is like calculate measure. If you select a data type decimal, then it will become measure. Okay, minimize it, and new calculate column is created, and this time you will see extra column in the target total amount. Let me deploy it. Okay, now deployment is completed. Let's select the this one and see the data preview. New column should be available. Yes, you can see total amount, and this is we have to multiplication with the quantity with the price, right? So this is matching, but you don't see any two. Yeah, here you can see 2 into 818. Sorry, 4 into 818. So 327872. So this is how we can use calculate columns. But if you want aggregation, yes, aggregation node we can create it. But here I think it's not useful because we are selecting all the columns. But let me select only few columns here. Then we can see, and aggregation I think not in this place. I will apply here after this, then it's easy. Okay, so aggregated, right? Yeah, remove it. How to remove? Just select that one and remove it. Here we can add it, or here, then we can eliminate all the columns, only we can keep required columns. Order number I'm not displaying, exclude. Location ID exclude, customer ID exclude, and purchase date exclude, salesperson ID exclude, salesperson exclude, manager ID. Based on the manager, here we need to find the calculate the amount. So I'm excluding all the others also. Only manager ID and total amount I will display it. Okay, at least yeah, this is correct, right? Okay, let's see. So now go to here aggregated column. So here we have one attribute and one measure. Having, so let's check what is there. So now node aggregation must have at least one aggregation defined. Yes. So this is correct and this is okay. And what else? Let me expand this one. Okay. Having, okay, this is a group by, right? Aggregation node manager ID. Manager ID. Validate it. Okay. Aggregation sum of what is that? Total amount. Validate it. Okay. Here we need to set aggregation, right? Yes. And I will remove this. This is not required. Okay. Here I think guys we need to set here. This option is set sum count minimum maximum none. I'm getting some amount for this manager ID. Okay, that is done. Now come to the filter because we applied filter on the car the salesperson. The same is not available. So I will remove the filter condition because we don't want that. Okay. Now come to here. You can check it. What is the error? See table or view with the typical analytical data set needs at least one visible measure. Yes, one visual measure is there, right? Okay, this is it became like this one. Change to measure. That's it. One measure, one input parameter. Yeah. So now this is matching. Deploy. So aggregated column, I created aggregated node. I used aggregated node. So let's see how it works. Yes. See now deployment of this will completed. Here also clear that one and select this one data preview. Maximize this. See only manager IDs are 4 IDs. Okay, and you can see the amount total amount each manager ID. So this is how we can use the aggregation function. So filter is done, aggregation done, and join. So we will check and what else. Okay, I think only that one. This is okay, this is okay. Okay, join. So let's use the join. To use the join we have already sales order details are available. So now I want to add sales order salesperson name. Just drag and drop here. You can see the three things are there. One is the replace or a union or join. So by default join is selected. Leave it. Automatically join will enable here. Select the join node and go to the details tab. Here you can set join type. Here we have like a cross join, full join, inner join, left join, right join. And distinct values. If you want to after join, if you want to select only distinct value, you can enable the distinct. And cardinality. If you want to set the cardinality, we can set it exactly one too many, one too many too many. Okay, I'm keeping blank. If you see here same. So the option and mapping. So here we can see mapping. So if you don't want any columns here, and even you can short the this ones also. Mapping also you can check it. Swap it. I am swapping back, and this is the mapping. Maybe let me make my this one. Why it is showing like this? I don't know. Maybe the browser issue. Browser is not displaying properly. And you can see the mapped columns here, like it will display all mapped columns: salesperson ID, salesperson ID, the left hand side sales order details, and salesperson. Okay. Okay, so minimize it. So yeah, and you can go here, calculate column, and go here. I mean, if you want to exclude any column names, or you want to do any, say, calculate column, here first name is there, last name is there, full name is there. There are many names there, but we don't want first name and last name. Exclude it. Exclude. Okay, now it's only salesperson ID. Okay, so refreshing. Go to the salesperson ID, manager ID, full name, total amount. Okay, so this is how we can select the. We can do the join and we can select the columns from the table. Right. So in the backend, the deployment process is in progress. We can wait and we can see the notification. So that's why I'm clearing the time to time, because easily we can identify the notifications. So even we can keep notification also, it will increase the size on like a number 1 2 2 2 to 3 like that. Okay, now select the target and table view showing now employee ID and manager ID. Okay, so if you want to join, first you want to do aggregation, then you have to join. Yes, you can do it here. This here we can like a sales fact, select and drag and drop here. We can do it here. Join in union. Okay, union also we can do it, but for you do union, we need the same structure of data and we need to use the same table twice, otherwise to just for a demo purpose. But I think that is fine. So now I think we covered all the options are available in a graphical view. So I think that is enough. The filter we discussed, and rename and exclude columns, and calculate columns we discussed, aggregation node we discussed, and join or union we discussed. So I think this is enough for calculation. Sorry, the graphical view. Okay, thank you.